Y'all, this is the 50th time, if not more, that I'm trying to record this video. Seriously. Well, let's just say I've been trying, and every single video, I have a problem with it. It's always something. So hopefully this one will get recorded. Hopefully. I know you guys been so anxious to know about this, but it's like every video has a problem. It's unbelievable. Anyways, hi guys. My name is Keila Small. I'm the owner of Designs by Keila. And welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're interested to know how I get commissions, how I stay successful, how I manage to have a successful art business for the past year, stay tuned. You're in the right place. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go right to the point. Today, we're going to talk about how I get commissions, how I stay busy the whole year from March to March of this year. I decided to make this video this year because I wanted to see if it's a true process that is actually successful. So here we are. Again, I want to go back a little bit before I started doing commissions. When the pandemic hit in March, I believe it was somewhere around March 14, I think, or maybe the 20th. When everything shut down, the pandemic hit. I used to teach art full time. So I used to teach children art. Well, not full time, but my teaching was my main stream of income. And when the pandemic hit, I had to replace this income with another stream of income. So I sat down, I brainstormed, I did a lot of research. I reached out to so many work from home positions, and at the end, I ended up say, hey, I'm an artist, okay? I need to do something related to art. So what I started doing is, are you guys ready? Okay. Tip number 1, reach out to businesses. Seriously. When I first painted my first pet portrait, and well, I didn't paint, I drew my first pet portraits. It took me hours, but I was so amazed by the result. I'll post the picture coming up. You'll see the picture soon. And I was like, whoa, Keila, this is really good. So then I was like, well, why not utilize this gift to bring a steady income? So what I started doing is, I have these because I just studied these. I started painting these small 6x6. There's a glare, so I'm kind of like putting them at an angle so you guys can see. So I started painting these little 6x6 pet portraits. So you may ask, okay, I've been doing that too. But what I've been doing is reaching out to nonprofit organization, reaching out to businesses and see if I can partner with them. So I will do pet portraits for them. They will raise money. And I will get paid. So it's a win-win both ways. So again, I usually pet people portraits, but I can't do them as fast as I do a pet portraits. Again, if you're gonna raise money for an organization, you don't want to raise $20 a month. So you want to do something that you can't do. You can't produce really quick. You can't really fast. So I started doing that, and I do minimum 30, depends on the month, and maximum 60, again, depending on the month. These were oil paint, so they take a little bit longer. Guess what I started doing today? My first acrylic one. See, this is all acrylic. It's not done yet, but this is acrylic paint. And I just started it today, and it's way faster and is dry. So I'm planning on switching to acrylic from now on. And just while we're in the video, I'll give you the tip. I bought this brand. I don't know if it's upside down. It's like that. I bought this brand today. So it's quick, fast, and it's not 100% oil, but it kind of have the texture of oil paint. So if you're an oil painter, you will definitely like these. They are better than the cheap kind because the cheap kind is too watery. It's not like that consistency, that thickness you get from oil paint. This is very similar to it, not quite the same, but it dries quick, and it's fast enough for me to be able to blend. So from now on, I'll be using these so I can make them faster. So again, tip number one, you reach out to businesses, you partner with them. You, even if you don't partner with them, let's say you are a muralist and you want to do murals, but you're not reaching out. People are not seeing your work. People are not, you're not reaching them. So what you can do is look in your area, look what businesses they have in your area, and email them. Go to their business, take a picture of the wall, do a mock-up on Procreate or whatever you want. You can draw a mock-up of something you can see that goes on their wall, and email it to them. Say, hey, look at this wall. Do you know how many customers you can get just by having this mural in here? And then like that, you reach out to them. I know social media, it's a big thing, but I strongly believe in networking. I strongly believe in relationship between people interacting. So I'm hoping this does not go away, because I know everyone now is behind a computer. Everyone is on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. But interacting with your clients, to me, still the number one thing. I hope one day does not go away. Anyways, so number one is reaching out to customers. Now, tip number two, social media. Yes, social media. Well, I am, since I've been doing a lot with the nonprofit organizations, I kind of been busy in that area, and I kind of like neglect my social media. So I'm now trying to build my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Facebook. My Instagram grew a lot because it's the one that has the most. I pay more attention to Instagram because it's easy to navigate. It's easy to just share a story. It's easy to just share, to share a post. It's very easy to do. So when you're posting on Instagram, what I notice get the most attention is by posting a process. People love videos, so you can post a video of you painting, even if it's a quick time lapse. That's perfect. You just post it really quick with a time lapse, and then people will engage more. Or you can post the picture, the photograph, and you post your work. People love that. Or you post pictures, different pictures of the series, like you kind of like post the before and the after picture. So I noticed this get a lot of attractions on Instagram. So that could be a good tip to grow, to get commissions, because people love to see people want to see everything. You know what I mean? They said, this is a nice portrait, but did she just copy it? How did she do it? They want to relate to you, just like they were in your studio creating with you. So I don't know if it's the pandemic that's making people more like they're looking for interactions, but videos are, let me tell you, videos are the key to getting commissions as well on social media. Now, tip number three, email list. After not after, we're still in the pandemic, but with it, when COVID hit, that's when I noticed, what if Facebook goes down? What if Instagram goes down? What if all these platforms decide one day, let's shut everything down? Yes. So now I started growing my email list. And by growing my email list, I send one email a month, maybe once every 2 months, depends on how busy I am from the nonprofit organizations. So I will kind of like replace, if I'm short on that area, I will replace with other areas, but I keep the one I'm the busiest on top, and then I will go ahead and see from there. So I usually sit down with my planner. This is my planner. I created it. I sit down and see, what am I going to do? How am I going to get this amount? And I check off. I have a monthly goals, a weekly goals, and then a daily goal. So I said, okay, this month I need to have 60 pet portraits to make this much. And then from there, I break it down into, okay, this organization, what if I get 20? This organization, what if I get 2? I got to figure out where I'm going to get the rest. So then I will push the other ones more. But if I get 60 from the 2 of them, I post on social media because you always want to grow your social media, but I won't push it as much as I would push it if I couldn't get 60 from the other 2 places. You see what I'm saying? So you kind of like balance it out and you play with it and you see what works for you for the month. So tip number 3 is grow your email list within the process. So every month you will send an email reminding people, hey, I am still doing portraits. I'm still taking commissions. So I would like for you to, hey, if you need anything, reach out. If you need this, reach out. People will automatically reach out because you send them consistently. And at some point they're like, this is beautiful. And when you're doing the email, I use MailChimp, but what you could do you could also attach pictures of all the beautiful work you have been doing throughout the month or the week, and then you show them the process, the before and after pictures. You show pictures of your customers your previous customers being happy. So that will psychologically tend you to say, maybe I should order one too. So this is how you get them to order it. Okay. So tip number 3 is email list. And tip number 4, sorry, the planner was falling. Tip number 4 is I attend local events. I did not do it throughout the pandemic, but we are in Florida, and they're slowly going back. They are slowly opening them back. So what I do at the local events, I don't do the ones that are expensive. The most I have paid is $55 is for a table. Some of them will ask for the tent, but most of them just want the table and the chair. So you bring your own table, your own chair. And even if you don't sell anything, but you network. Even if you don't sell anything, while you're sitting there, paint something. Paint something so people can see you working. They want to see. People love to see. So while you're sitting there, paint. And while you're painting, people will be like, oh, how do I get more information? You will have a price list, but then you also make sure you take their emails. Make sure you take something from them so you can reach out to them again the next day, or in 3 days, you send an email to all the email lists that you got, and you tell them, hey, this is what I'll do for people that were at the event. Just use the 5% off on my website. This is the code, and you send them an email and tell them, thank you, it was so nice meeting you. Someone will order. So again, perfect tips. Local events, they're not expensive. Again, the most I have paid is $55. And if I don't sell anything, that's fine. But if I do, which is, I usually make more than what I spend. So $55 is nothing. Now, tip number 5 is ask previous clients of yours to post on their social media for you. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying bug the client on their Facebook page or Facebook Messenger. Hey, can you please post? But if you know the person personally, if it's a family member that had ordered a pet portrait from you, or any sort of commissions, if it's like a friend of yours that had asked before for a portrait, ask them, do you mind posting a picture on how much you love your portrait on your page? Believe me, someone will say, hey, I love this, and they make sure they tag you as well. Even if you don't get a sale, but you'll get a like, you'll get a follow, your social media will grow. So it's a win-win both ways. Okay. So that being said, let me recap on the 5 tips. And I forgot to say something about tip number 1, which is partnered partner with a business, a nonprofit organization. How I select the nonprofit organization that I am working with, it's number one, I look at their Facebook page and their Facebook pages, because I only partner with two because that's how much I can do, because I'm a mother, I have 3 children, I have a husband, and I have a whole household to take care of, and I homeschool my children. So I'm very busy, so I can't afford to take more than two nonprofit organization. Now, how do I select these two out of the many that I contacted? Their Facebook pages. I look at their Facebook pages and saw how people are engaging, how people are commenting, how people are posting pictures. So yeah, this is how I selecting them. Like you go on their social media, and you look at how many people are commenting, are people liking their posts, are people engaging, are people things like that. And once they have the engagement, them posting you trying to help them, it's amazing. Like they're helping you by a lot, because my IG grew a lot by having a good amount of these customers following my page. So again, don't take a page that has only, well, I'm not saying don't, you can always grow, you can always find as many customers on a page that have 100 followers as opposed to a page that have 5,000 followers. Because if the page has 5,000 followers and they are not engaging, then it's pointless. The key here is engagement. Is so looking at how many of their clients, how many of their customers are actually engaging with their post. In the past fundraising event they had done, how many people reacted, how many people donated, how many people said they are going to the events. Those are things that I looked at before I selected these two. So to recap again, nonprofit, reach out to businesses. Number two is post on social media. People love to see before and after pictures, the original picture versus your work. Things like that will get attention automatically. Number three is email. I send emails every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. It depends on the situation. Again, I always have a goal, and based on that goal, that's how I spread out what am I gonna do next. And tip number 4 is attend local events, networking, give business cards away, and things like that. And tip number 5 is ask old customers, friends, family, customers, anyone you're comfortable with. And if you're sending it to old customers that had, like I say, like when you're sending your email list, you can put, hey, we will really appreciate a feedback from you, something like that. But if you don't know the person in person, you don't like private message them and say, hey, do you mind posting my business on your page? I mean, if they had already told you they love their present and they did not post it, that means this is not their thing. So but you can send a mass email and then on the email at the bottom and say, we would love to hear everyone's feedback, and it will help your businesses. And if they want, they will. If they don't, but if it's a family member or a good friend of yours, you can personally ask them, hey, can you share this on your page so I can get more commission? So anyways, this was it. I hope you enjoy it. My first YouTube video. Yay. So let's hope this get on the YouTube channel though. That's the question. Let's see if you'll get there. Anyway, so if you do like this video, please subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified for other tips, which more will be coming soon. So anyways, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.